Hello everyone. Today I'm going to give a lecture about what is revelations. I'm going to give 100 lectures on Urantia core truths. Out of 100, today is the first lectures. Revelation is the divine process where God reveals himself and the meaning of the universe to his creation. Humans have long sought after truth, observing nature, developing philosophy, and creating religions, but still yearns for deeper meaning. Revelation is heaven's answer to that yearning. The divine light that illuminates truths we cannot reach on our own. It is the process that helps us understand our place and purpose in the universe. This slide sets the stage by introducing concept of revelation and how it addresses the human desire for deeper meaning and understanding. The fundamental question we're exploring today is why revelation is necessary. Human intelligence is indeed great, but it has its limitations. Through science, we can understand natural laws. Through philosophy, we can explore the meaning of life. And through religious experience, we can connect with the world of values. However, there is always an element of uncertainty when it comes to ultimate reality. Revelation provides a way for us to go beyond these limitations and gain a clearer understanding of God. Revelation is divine help that enables us to know God more directly rather than just speculating about Him. It offers a level of certainty that our own faculties cannot always provide. This is the key reason why revelation is so important. It allows us to transcend the boundaries of human knowledge and connect with the divine in a more profound way. Revelation is the process by which God reveals himself to humans. It is not imposed from the outside, but appears as a light of understanding within the human mind and spirit. Through revelation, people come to realize they are not alone in the universe, but are beloved beings. Revelation provides direction for people's lives and shows them they are part of a divine plan. The three key aspects of revelation are manifestation of divine reality and light of understanding within the human mind and spirit, and clarification of already existing truths. This slide introduces the concept of revelation as a powerful technique that can accelerate the process of sorting truth from error. The quote highlights how revelation expands and clarifies truth, allowing us to bypass the slow and arduous process of evolution. Revelation is presented as a shortcut that saves ages upon ages of time in the necessary work of discernment. The reference to the Urantia Book reinforces the spiritual and philosophical context of this idea. The key point is that revelation offers a more efficient path to spiritual understanding compared to relying solely on gradual evolution. The slide discusses the limitation of human inquiry when it comes to understanding the concept of God. It notes that the idea of God tends to remain in the realm of speculation and tradition without clear direction. There is a lot of cultural and religious diversity with different traditions and beliefs about God. This leads to philosophical confusion, as it's difficult to find consistent standards among the various theories. Revelation or divine guidance can provide more clarity about who God is the nature of humanity and purpose of the universe. This revelation can help address the confusion and uncertainty that arise from purely human inquiry into the divine. Evolution religion and revealed religion are two distinct but complementary forms of spiritual development. Evolutionary religion arises naturally from human experience, shaped by our fears, hopes, and cultural traditions. It serves as a foundation and preparation for deeper spiritual growth. Revealed religion, on the other hand, originates from a divine source. God directly imparts truth and provides clear direction to followers. While these two paths may seem opposed, they actually work together. Evolutionary religion lays the groundwork, while revealed religion completes and fulfills the spiritual journey. The deepest spiritual growth happens at the intersection of human inquiry and divine revelation, where these two forms of religion come together. This quote from the text highlights the distinction between evolutionary religion, which develops through human thought and experience, and revealed religion, which comes directly from God. Evolutionary religion is the product of the human mind as it grapples with spiritual questions and seeks to understand the divine. It is a natural progression as humanity's understanding expands over time. In contrast, revealed religion levers the direct communication from God to humanity, providing deeper enlightenment and purifying the successive evolutionary forms of religion. The mission of revelation is to build upon and refine the evolving religious understanding of people, guiding them towards greater spiritual truth and insight. This slide sets up the key theme that revelation is an ongoing, progressive process, building upon but also transcending the limitation of the human-derived religious ideas. The purpose of revelation is threefold: to make God known, to explain the meaning of the universe, and illuminate human destiny. Revelation guides us to a deeper understanding of the divine nature and existence. It clearly presents the purpose and order of creation. Revelation also presents the direction of our eternal growth and spiritual journey. Revelation is not just about transmitting knowledge, but about transforming human life, giving us hope, and providing direction for our lives. The 5 epochal revolutions in Urantia history have progressively expanded human understanding and religious consciousness. Revelation is not completed all at once, but it is given gradually as humanity is able to grow and receive more truth. These revelations have come at different times, matching the pace at which humans can observe and develop greater spiritual awareness. Each revelation has built upon the previous ones, steadily increasing our knowledge and relationship with the divine. It's important to recognize that this process of revelation is ongoing. God continues to approach and communicate with humanity as we are ready to receive more. The slide outlines the historical development of divine revelation to humanity, showing how each new revelation has built upon and expanded the previous ones. The first revelation was through the planetary prince, establishing the foundation of civilization. The second revelation came through Adam and Eve, enhancing humanity biologically and spiritually. The third revelation was through Melchizedek, establishing the monistic concept. The fourth revelation was the life of Jesus, providing the perfect revelation of God's nature. The fifth revelation is the Urantia Book, expanding humanity's cosmic understanding. Each of these revelations has brought new light and gradually expanded our understanding of God, showing that God is continuously guiding humanity. This slide introduces the concept of epochal revelations, major religious revelations that have occurred throughout history. It states that there have been 5 such revelations on Urantia. The passage explains that these revelations were given progressively, building upon each other as humanity become more spiritually ready. Our current understanding of spiritual truths is built upon this ongoing process of revelations. The key point is that God has repeatedly revealed truths to humanity, and we stand within this flow of progressive revelation. Jesus is the living revelation of God's nature. Through his life, love, mercy, truth, and forgiveness, he showed us what kind of being God is. His life reveals that God is not a being to be feared, but to a loving Father who draws near to us. This revelation is embodied not just in words, but in the actual life of Jesus. It's a living expression of God's nature. Understanding the life of Jesus helps us recognize God as a compassionate, forgiving presence rather than a distant, fearsome deity. Jesus' example demonstrates that true revelation can be found not only in Scripture, but in a life lived with love and grace. The key message here is that seeing Jesus is the same as seeing the Father. They are one and the same. Jesus didn't say that hearing his teaching is the same as knowing God, but that seeing him is an experience of the Father revealing himself to the soul. This highlights the deep connection and unity between Jesus and the Heavenly Father. It's not just about listening to Jesus' words, but about the personal, spiritual experience of encountering him. This is a profound theological point about the nature of Jesus and his relationship to God the Father. The Urantia Book is a modern revelation that provides an integrated understanding connecting science, philosophy, and religion. It offers a cosmic perspective, expanding our views so we can see the bigger picture of God, the universe, and our place in it. The book is a guidebook for spiritual growth, deepening our personal faith and understanding of our purpose. This revelation comprehensively explains God, the origin and the destiny of humans, and the life of Jesus. It is not just a religious document, but a comprehensive resource for spiritual development and understanding our cosmic purpose. The Urantia Book is divided into 4 main parts, each covering important aspects of the revelation. Part 1 focuses on the fundamental structure of God and the universe, including the central universe and super-universes. Part 2 explains the organization of the local universe and the spiritual ministry that takes place there. Part 3 covers the history of our planet, Urantia, and the process of human development. Part 4 directly reveals God's nature through the life teachings of Jesus. Each part provides a unique perspective on the grand scheme of creation and our place within it. Together, these 4 parts offer a comprehensive understanding of the spiritual reality underlying our material existence. The core teachings of Revelation present the vision of God as a loving, approachable Father figure. This challenges the traditional view of a distant, impersonal deity and invites us to have a personal relationship with the divine. Revelation also teaches that all humans are brothers, sharing a common origin and eternal destiny. This emphasizes the unity and interconnectedness of humanity, moving us away from competition and fear towards love and cooperation. The purpose of life is expanded beyond individual success to focus on common growth and progress of all people. These profound truths forms the deepest foundation of true religion and transform how we see our relationships and the meaning of our existence. The key idea here is that liberation or divine guidance helps expand and deepen our religious understanding. Liberation saves us time by quickly identifying and removing errors that have crept into our beliefs through the process of evolution. Rather than destroying existing belief, liberation builds upon them, expanding their meaning and making the underlying truth clearer. This shift takes religion from being fear-centered to being love-centered, leading to positive changes in both individual lives and the society as a whole. The quote highlights how revelation accelerates our spiritual growth and development, allowing us to progress much faster than we could through unaided human effort. The personal dimension of revelation is crucial. It's not just a historical event, but must become a living experience in each person's life. Prayer and worship deepen our relationship with God, allowing us to internalize divine truth. Reflection and meditation are the process of internalizing the truth, making it our own. Ultimately, the goal is applying that revelation to our lives, embodying it in our daily practice. This helps us not lose hope, even in difficult times, as we experience the power of God's revelation in a personal way. When we respond to revelation personally, it gains true meaning and transforms us from the inside out. The slide presents three key elements of responding to revelation: accepting truth, deepening understanding, and practicing in life. Accepting truth is a decision of faith. We choose to believe and embrace the revelations we receive. Deepening understanding involves expanding our spiritual insight and knowledge as we engage with the truth. Practicing in life means embodying the love and truth we've come to know, allowing it to transform our actions and way of being. Liberation is not just an intellectual exercise, but requires a lived response. Our faith must manifest in how we think, feel, and behave. Spiritual growth happens through this cycle of understanding and embodiment. As we accept truth and put it into practice, our insight and awareness deepen further. Revelation is the story of God reaching out to humanity and our journey towards God. Through revelation, we come to see that our lives have deep cosmic meaning. Revelation frees us from fear and invites us to grow in love and truth. Revelation is not just a concept, but a transformative experience. God's revelation continues in our hearts and in human history. Thank you.